And as we do that, soon Dr. Derisala will come on board to start this section properly. Thank you all and welcome.
Thank you very much, Esther. Hello, everyone. How are you? How are you doing today? I'm actually trying to look at your Telegram group because we should have over 200 people in this meeting and we have just 53 people. So that's like very shocking to me that we have just 53 people here. Okay, so here's what we are going to do. Can we reach out to one person each? If we have 53 in this system, that means there are about 3 admin, myself, Esther, and Aisha in here. So that means we have 50 more people. Let one person reach out to one person. Let's get this meeting to about 100 people in the minimum within the next 3 minutes, because this particular meeting is one meeting that you need it on your CV, right? You need it on your CV. You really need it on your CV. So do someone else a favor by asking them to ensure that they want to have this experience on their CV. So they should please join in the next 3 minutes, because that is the maximum grace I'm going to give for everyone to get started in this meeting, okay? I'm good, the weather is cool, really. So here's what we are going to do. In the next 3 minutes, while we're waiting for some other people to join, just put your name and the city and country you're joining from. You know, we do this all the time. Your name and city and of country that you're joining from, and we can then get started to the main thing proper by, like, let me say, in the next 4 minutes or thereabout. So, let me say your name, the city and country you're joining from. You know how we do it. Let me see. The program is going from enjoying it. Great. Okay. Okay. Uchechi, Lagos, Nigeria. Khadija Umar, Adamawa, Nigeria. Awal Ganiyat, Lagos, Nigeria. I can see how that chat coming. Dada Augustina, Lagos, Nigeria. Jami Opayemi, Iwo, Osun State, Nigeria. Patience is from Abuja, Nigeria. Amarachi, Lagos, Nigeria. Bill, Usala is from Bill, Cameroon. Kashiro, Maryland, USA. Work is going well. I like that. Gladi Ali from Ikeja, Lagos, Nigeria. Yeah, Aba, Nigeria. Kafaya Ibadan, Nigeria. The city and country, let's keep it coming while we have this number go to 100. Shakira Sadeomi Badi. Then Stephanie from Yaoundé, Cameroon. I will go Opasio. Where are you joining from? Catherine Kiasa from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. Port Harcourt, Nigeria. Dora Basi, Lagos, Nigeria. Boni, Nigeria. Okay, that's Ijoma from Boni, Nigeria. That's nice. That's this thing. Yetunde from Lagos, Nigeria. Please keep reaching out to people so we can get these numbers up. I've personally dropped the message on Telegram myself, like at exactly 10 a.m. rather, at the top of the hour. So yeah, let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. So we are almost at 70 right now. So let's keep it coming. Keep it coming. Oh, okay. So while we are waiting for others, we have exactly 3 minutes more. I'm going to, what's it called? I'm going to take some, I want to hear for some people. Like, actually, I want you to use the raise hand button to unmute yourself. Of course, this is not your first time of joining, but I'm just going to do my destiny anyway. I'm Dr. Derisola Adepoju, and today I'm joining you from Ontario, Canada. I've been on vacation, and this is the only thing I'm doing on my vacation that is actually work in the last couple of, like over a week and thereabouts. So, but I told my team that I was going to ensure that I joined this meeting today. So here I am with you because Esther didn't even know I was going to be here like this morning. She has started the meeting before I told her that I'm joining this meeting this morning. Rather, I'm joining this meeting today. I keep saying this morning. So now we are going to, I want to hear from you really, because I've had cause to read from people on Telegram how their program is going. Some of you have dropped your comments on Seller, right? Some of you have dropped your comments on Seller, and I've seen the amazing things, but then I would like to hear from people, like actually let them speak. So if you would like to speak about basically your progress, and all I always say, like, progress is a win. A win is not necessarily, oh, I got this thing with this particular organization now. So what's the progress reports? Can't hear me well, okay. Please, is it everybody that can't hear me well, or is it just one person so that I know to adjust or something? Is it just one person that can't hear me well, or everybody can hear me well? Please, is it, I need to know, is it everybody that can't hear me well, or it's just that person?
We can hear you, ma'am.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. So, who wants to speak about the experience so far? I know some people are saying, oh, as in, I think one of the things I've seen that really made me smile on Seller is when someone say, oh, I've been a professional for XYZ, like 10 years, but I've been using this Google tool for this amount of time, but I really didn't know about these other features in it and things like that. As in, when I see testimonials like that, I always smile. You know, what makes me smile is I feel like those of us, and I mean us, as in those of us that we feel like we are learned, or like we know, are always the. Someone say maybe because no, this is my regular English. This is not Scandi. This is regular African Nigerian English, right? So I feel like when we feel like we know, I don't know how to put it. There's this saying that they will say when you're half educated, like they say it in Yoruba, that is someone that is half educated, let me put it that way, that the worst people to teach, because somebody that doesn't know that they don't know, but it's someone that is like, yes, I know this thing, then voila, like you just see that actually you just knew like the surface. And I think it's always that mindset that is always the hardest to break, unlike someone that says, okay, I don't even know this thing, but someone that like, I know that I've been using this thing for, and I think that's one of the first things that shook me when I first started to do all this, my remote intentional work, where you discover that, I don't know this thing, like, as in, and you've been using it technically for your own day-to-day thing, but you actually don't know anything about it, right? And then the one you're using today is second to none. No, it's probably because it's morning, as in here. That's why. So my brain doesn't function too well in the morning. So it's I'm going to take the first person that raised up a hand was Deborah Olutayo. So we have an agenda today. So we are going to do this thing that I'm doing right now. And then after that, we're going to take feedback. All right. So we're going to take feedback. So Aisha, I think you should go to the slide 2 of this thing where I want to run people through the agenda. Then we can the agenda, not the aim, the third slide. It should be the third slide, the agenda of this meeting. Great. So we are doing introduction and welcome. That's what we've been doing since, and it's 15 minutes already. So we need to go to the feedback, which is what we need to do now. Okay. So I can see Deborah raised her hand first. Deborah raised her hand first. So Deborah, I'm going to ask you. So Aisha, unmute Deborah Olutayo. Her hand is up. After Deborah Olutayo, it should be Aisha Tanimowo. Deborah Olutayo.
Yes, good afternoon, doctor. How are you
Good
today? Sorry, I'm at work, but hide
That's
somewhere to speak.
No wahala.
Um, Wow, I'm so delighted to be on this program because I was referred to this program by a friend. I'm actually into teaching, education, name it all, but I've been trying to, like what's in for me from some years from now. And honestly, when I started the program, I'm like, okay, what's happening? Each day, like, there's more topics that we feel we know these things, but we don't actually know them. Like for me personally, the spelling etiquette, um, Canva. In fact, because of Canva, I've been able to create logos of different organizations I wanted to create personally, like different projects I've been working on. I've been looking at, okay, who can I reach out to that will not charge me so much? After the class, I was so proud of myself. When I sent them to my husband and I was sharing, okay, I was able to do this. He was like, what? You can do this? I was like, yeah. I was with my own business card and profile.
Mhm.
Like it's amazing for me. Like, and I've been having this thing. I want to create my own book. The e-book class really like unveiled, opened that other inside thing, like a buried dream that just a walk. Like you can still rewrite this book. Like
Mhm.
Doctor, I personally am so happy to be here. I don't regret investing the money I've invested. I know it's little, but I know it's going to take me places. And I'm coming back with more testimonies. I'm so happy to be here. Every program, I keep going back and forth, trying to get better. And I know I'm going to come back with my remote testimony. I'm going to get a bigger remote job on this platform.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much, Mom.
Thank you so much, Deborah Lutaya, for that. Yeah, the like phone that is opening the floor today. So thank you very much. And like I'm just happy that you are able to do these things yourself. Because I always remember my fashion business, I paid someone, like, did I say someone? I paid at different points to do my logo. So you can imagine my this thing when I started and I saw that this person that even did that logo, they didn't even really do like a get job that I was just thinking it was a big deal at that time when they did it for me. Imagine knowing that it's Canva that I would have just done myself. So I understand that thing of, and I think the most beautiful part for me with Canva is not even about it's not the fact that I can't even pay. It's the fact that I can do it when I want it. Like I don't have to wait for someone to contract a job and start explaining this is a concept I like. The fact that from my head, I can turn it, interpret it quickly. Like I know how to interpret it and get what I want. Because I feel like the time I used to explain to someone to get it done, I've probably brought it out of my head. So I understand that thing about knowing how to navigate your way around Canva and do almost everything you want to do in regards to design. I totally understand that part. So thank you very much for giving us that feedback. And yeah, you're gonna keep getting better. It's a skill. That's why it's skill acquisition. The moment you try it, you keep doing it, you just keep getting better. Like you keep getting better. That is the amazing thing about a skill. So Aisha, please unmute Aisha Tanimowu Keshinru.
Yeah,
Okay,
good
great.
afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, man.
And our colleagues in class. In fact, I'm really very, very excited. And I'm happy that I didn't miss this opportunity. Actually, I came on holiday with my children in the US. I reside in Nigeria. So while going through my Facebook, I just saw one hijab sister, talking very smart, so I got moved and carried away. So I had to check what he's talking about. Now, on watching those 3 videos that you posted, I now realize that even though I've spent 31 years in service as the head of local government administration and a medical officer in public health, I now realize all the things that I should have used to assist me while I was in office.
Yes.
I knew that there was a gap. I now got interested that I have to do this thing. While in service, I floated an NGO with a friend and, 3 of us, because I was the Amira of Form 1. That's a Muslim organization for women, 2010 to 2014. So that was how this NGO thing came into my mind because of Form 1, the activities that we did, We were helping people, women, children. So I too floated one, but I didn't really take it serious, you know.
Serious.
So it was my friend that's normally doing the administrative aspect. I was not interested, you know, because I didn't know how to do most of those things, how to navigate. Even though while in service, we had a 2 weeks appreciation of computer, but it was, at least I was able
Most
to
of those
use the
things is
Word
just for the
and
paper, like tick
all
off.
those
It's not
things.
like real skill
But now,
acquisition.
I now realize, and I have learned, even the email too, just to receive mail and answer. At times, I won't look at my mails until a week, even 2 weeks at times. But now,
Wow.
with the lesson on settings, I now know that there are other many features that we can
Yeah.
use the email for. And I'm
Yes.
sure I have changed. Now you can see with my responses to your, to the emails I've been sending to you, I know I have changed. And
Yes.
another thing,
You
I
check your
would
email
like,
more often.
I want us to help my people in Ogun State, in the
Mm.
primary healthcare board. You know, most of the heads of primary healthcare department, we lack some of these, all these soft skills
Soft
that
skills.
are needed in the workplace. I have been thinking of how to get in touch with the executive secretary of that board and see how
Okay.
we can help my people there.
Yeah,
So
that
I
would be
really
nice.
thank
Just
you,
let us
ma,
know when we are
for
ready, when you
this.
are
You have
ready.
been, it's very thoughtful of you, and you have really done a lot. And that is what Almighty Allah wants us to be doing, that you are doing. You have impacted in me personally, and I'm sure I will not disappoint you. I still hope to further to do project management, because that is
Okay.
what I really need for my
Need.
NGO. And I have
Okay.
really shown the interest now, because when we did the Canva thing, you know, I was so excited. I sent to my children, look at what I produced. They were so happy. Even my daughter said she sent a logo to me that I should help her do a head, a letterhead, which I
Good.
did,
Okay.
sent to her. Even my husband, who has a private clinic, I've designed a logo for his clinic. So, and
Wow.
a letter. So I'm so happy that I'm now even more useful than when I was inside.
Oh,
So I
wow.
thank God for the
Um,
opportunity. And thank
thank
you
you so
very,
much,
very
ma'am.
much. My Almighty Allah will repay you. Because we
Amen.
cannot repay you. The amount we
Um,
paid is nothing to what we gained. And
thank
God will
you.
continue to help you, ma. Then my own
I
question, ma, is I heard when you were discussing with one, I think Elijah also, on how to have confidence in whatever we are
oh
doing, this GOP program. So
Israel. Israel.
Israel, yes. So I want to know, is it advisable I do the GOP first before the project management, or is the project management that should come first? Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much, Ma, for your question. I'll get right to the question shortly. So thank you very much for your feedback also. And I'm always happy because this is like seeing retirees on this program has become a norm. Like every time, every batch, we see people that are retired. And just like you, I think in batch 4, there was, I can't remember her name, that was also at the time, she was in Canada. She went to do holiday with her children. And that was the same thing, as in, is it her daughter's husband or something like that? Needed the logo, letterhead, and everything for his new initiative, and she was the one now doing it. And she was really excited about it because, like, grandmother, you will just be at home. The only thing you're able to do is probably just feed children. But she was being like actually mentally useful in that space. And they were like, now, that kind of, mommy, you're the one now doing digital stuff for us. And I was really happy because I understand, like I have parents, right? So I understand how excited my dad gets when I teach him some things. And like it just makes him feel like it's really useful in that space. So I totally understand how you probably feel being able to do those things for your children. So thank you very much for joining and for learning, because sometimes people purchase the program, and because the money is like minute, Africans, we have a way of equating value to cost. Like if something is really expensive, I must do this thing because it's expensive. But when it's mine, I beg, I cannot keep myself. It's not just this price. Forgetting that someone else is subsidizing the program actually and all that. So thank you very much for doing the work. That's what I want to say to you. So we have about 8 hands raised. So here's what we are going to do. Because we have just about, we need to conclude this session around like we need to get into the main project in the next 7 minutes. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do 1 minute each for this thing. So this is 10:28 by 10:30. Sorry, this is I keep this thing. So basically, we have 1 minute each to do this. So the next person is going to be Antonia Okoli. After Antonia Okoli is Ijeoma Ezeanya, then Alimot Otsun, then Dora Basi, then Adiola Jibike, and Jami Okpeyemi. So those are the people 7 people, 1 minute each, so that we can round off in the next 7 minutes and get into the main project proper, okay? Because I see now that we have about 91 people. So hopefully in the next 7 minutes, we have 100 people in this room. Okay, so great. Unmute Aisha. Please unmute the next person. The first person I said was going to get, I think that was Shakira, I'm not sure. Okay, it was Antonia Okoli that I said was going to get unmuted first. So Antonia, Aisha, unmute Antonia, and let's get right to this. Aisha, unmute Antonia, please. Antonia Okoli. Then after Antonia is Shakira. Okay, great. Okay. Antonia Okoli, are you able to unmute yourself? Aisha, are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon. So 1 minute, here we go. Yeah.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so very much for this opportunity, Dr. AAA. In fact, I stand before my mirror and I say, Dr. Aderisola, that you are, I don't know what to call you. I don't just know what to call you, but I know I stand before my mirror and I say, Dr. Aderisola. In fact, I would just be before my mirror and say, Dr. Aderisola, you don't know what you are doing. If you know what you are doing, in fact, you would have brought this ever before now to me. And that is what I stand before my mirror to say all the time. I want to say, God bless you. God bless the day I saw your Facebook advertisement on WFS. Yes. In fact, when I saw that, it took me, I don't know how many minutes it took me or hours it took me. I never slept till like 2 a.m. when I finished that video. The 3 videos we said we should go through, we should do our personality tests, do our gap analysis and all the rest of them. And I did all of that. That kept me awake. That video kept me awake. Like I have never seen this kind before. I want to say a big thank you to you. I'm just starting there from there, ma. From the beginning of this course, when I paid for this course, when I came to Aisha privately, and I was like, oh, how am I going to do it? I'm not financially buoyant now. Yes, I'm a salary earner, but I need this. Would it sound good to tell you that I was the one that asked that question of confidence? And
really?
You, in fact, the way you demystified it, I'm like, oh, you confidence, you must just be part and parcel of me. This is what I am looking for, and this is the person I am looking for that could bring a change to that. And you have no other thing to do to me than to give me that confidence I am looking for. And today, I am not speaking like somebody that is wanting to garner what is it called? Confidence. I am speaking that's like someone that I've gained confidence from this that I have paid for. I'm saying, Dr. Aderisola, you don't know what you have done. You don't know what you have done. And in fact, I'm lagging behind the class. Why? Because I took it to heart so much that maybe because of the determination, the discipline I gave myself, all because of coming in contact with this. As a result of that, I fell ill, and I fell ill, and I was following through before, and all of a sudden I dropped. But thanks be to God, I'm back, I'm bounced back, and I am still following on. I'm on the Canva page, and I'm on the Canva lessons, sorry. And God has really, really helped me. In fact, I developed that sickness that I don't know, would I say, because I just determined to be something in life. Because I've been in the health industry for like 24 years now. And Dr. Adesola, I will not tell you that I have real joy in that which I am achieving, because I'm not seeing what I am looking for. But the day I came in contact with your adverts, I said, yes, this is what I am looking for. This is just what I am looking for. So and it has really, really been a change for my life, a change for two people on this call now are the people I told, you must just get this skill. This is the skill we've been looking for years. You must just get it. And they are all my colleagues in the health sector. And I told them, you must just get it. And it was a day to the last, what is it called? A day to end the promo of the 36,000 stuff. And the other person came in, They are all on this call, they are listening. And in fact, anybody that comes across my way, you don't need certificate, or you don't need certificates. You need skills. It's skills you need. 15% of what you are looking for is what you've gotten in school. 85% is what you've not gotten. You're just going to get this 85% now, and you will get any job you are looking for. And I must tell you, this very morning, I still introduced this course to another person. And she was like, how would I join? She said when she goes online, she doesn't get the job. They are looking for experience. I said, go away with experience. What is experience? Go away with experience. Go and get yourself skilled. Yes, go and get yourself skilled up and get the job you are looking for, because she's so good. She's so good, but she's looking for the people. She said whatsoever a job she sees the people asking for 10 years experience, 20 years experience, and all the rest of that. I said, put that one aside, get the skills you want. And
thank you so much, Antonia Okoli. We need to make room for others to be able to speak. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Here's what's going to happen. She used about 5 minutes and I understand she's really happy about where she is right now, but we really need to be very strict so we can at least allow a couple of people to speak before I start this session, okay? So we typically use about 20 to 30 minutes maximum for this session, so that we can get to the main project, which is right. And I see that we are already up to 100. So thank you very much, everybody that has invited people to come into this room. So Shakirat, just 1 minute. At 1 minute, I'm going to cut you off, or Aisha is going to mute you the moment it is 1 minute. So this is Aisha, unmute Shakirat. Let us speak for 1 minute. At 1 minute, you can unmute her. So Shakirat, please, you need to really use your 60 seconds well. Here you go.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I won't take much time. Firstly, I'm Shakira from Ibadan. I'm a teacher, a mother of 5, and I've been teaching for the past 17 years. But I came across this I Train African video on Facebook like a year ago. So I just clicked. I didn't know what I clicked anyway, but I just discovered I was receiving their emails. I Train Africa, I was receiving the emails, but I just saw it as junks, I would just look at it. But the sister I saw her video was she's a very known person to me. That is Ganeya Tarogundade. She didn't know me, but her father was one of my mentors. So I had confidence. I've done so many online training. but I was afraid of being scammed, you know. In fact, I'm on several groups like freelancing this, and I've been looking. Even I joined one. I eventually went to register on Upwork. I was just, you know, touching this, touching that. In 2020, I learned one about Canva, and I started doing it for one of the NGO, women NGO. You know, it was peripheral training anyway, just like pay 2,000, pay 1,000. And I dumped it again. You know, I just believe the way you were talking, I knew I had so many things in me that, you know, I counsel people on psychology. I did English anyway and social education, but I have this thing, I have young ones, young girls, I mentor them, but I'm not enjoying my job, you know, this teaching. And I've been thinking that this is not my place because everything is just too manual. And I'm a person that I don't have much strength. And I believe something I'm done smarter and we get the same result. I always tell my husband, if you say, this work you are doing, God, people are looking for the government job. I said, this thing is boring. It's boring to
About
me.
10
Everything is
seconds
right.
more.
And so, you know, I just decided that the last year, I get the contact and I chatted that lady. I didn't even know her name. Maybe it was Ganiot or Aisha. But
Moina, it should be Moina.
Alhamdulillah.
Uh-oh, Aisha, she's still, give her about 5-10 seconds more to round off. Aisha, I think you've muted her. Because we can't hear again. Shakira Bamigbade, I think Aisha has muted you upon 60 seconds. So if you can hear me, I know you are still speaking, but Aisha has muted you. I can't hear you anymore.
Now, I say, Alhamdulillah, I don't want to be repeating what people have been saying, but I know I have achieved a lot and there is still much. But because of the person I am, I'm such a person that's very, very excited and enthusiastic. And for the past 2 days, I've not been able to do about 2 assignments like that of Slack and this one. I've been done. You know, when I achieve, I'm always happy and, you know, I feel very happy and say, yes, I am, you know, I feel extraordinarily happy. But wherever I'm not finding it easy to just sit down and say, I'm not meeting, I'm still on maybe module 3, maybe module 4. So I'm just striving. And but my focus is on transitioning, and I believe by God's grace, I will still join other program after this one so that I can fully transit from this particular work to the next one, inshallah. May God bless you and all the lay your hands on. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Shakira, for investing in yourself. And yeah, when you achieve, you are happy. When you don't, we feel somehow. That's normal for everybody, even for me. So it's a normal thing. Just get back to it and you keep achieving. So I'm happy that you've taken that step. And also, we have Dora Bassi. Dora Bassi, could you go for 1 minute, please? 60 seconds. 60 seconds, and we get going. Dora Bassi. Aisha, can you help me, Dora Bassi? Aisha, unmute Dora Bassi and let Shakirat and drop so I can be certain of how many people have left on the screen. If Dora Bassi is not ready, please unmute Jami or Koyemi. Is Dora Bassi speaking? Aisha, did you unmute Dora Bassi? If she's not unmuted, can you please unmute Jami or Koyemi?
I've unmuted Koyemi.
Hello, ma.
Okay. Hi.
Hi, ma. Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon. How are you doing today?
And our cool lecturers in the house. We really appreciate your efforts, ma. Will you inspire us through your dedication, and we even empower ourselves through the person that we have? And we, through the glory of Almighty God, we give thanks to you that we really appreciate for your efforts. Partially, I'm into technology, but I study educational technology at the University of Ilorin. My first degree, my master's, even presently I'm into my PhD. But on that of a Google slide, that a Google application, something of stuffs, I really work on my MSc program at a Google slide application. But I really commend your effort on that. We really appreciate. But one thing I still want from you, and this soft skill that we have, is that we need your assistance, because I'm a teacher by profession, but through the also of little money I earn from the teaching, because teaching in Nigeria. That's why even you yourself even move ahead, because you know teaching as a lecturer or as a teacher in Nigeria is not something that is even good for family. But we really enjoy to have a little from it. But I want you to assist us, maybe because I have passion to have another course. But if we can really have this course so that we can even earn a little amount of money, and that we can even gather that money to pursue either GOP or project management and other courses. That's my assistant, ma. We really commend your effort. Thank you, ma. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Jamie, for staying within this thing. And I'm not really certain what your ask is, but if you're asking if you still have access to this course, you actually have access to the course for 1 year to keep rewatching, if that's what your ask is. But I'm not certain what that is, but that is what I understood. So we have just 2 more people. That's Gabriel Chioma Vera. Gabriel Chioma Vera, can we have you? Then we have Adiola Ajibike as the last person. Gabriel Chioma Vera, please unmute yourself. Gabriel Chioma Vera, please unmute yourself. Yeah, you've unmuted. Go on, please.
Good afternoon, everybody, and good afternoon. Actually,
Good
I think mine is basically on a note of appreciation. I knew I had so many fears by the time I saw the video, the time I registered. I think I registered far before the time began. I was already counting the days. I couldn't wait for October 1st. But I had so many fears, But honestly, like, I slept around 5 a.m. this morning. I was taking my time. Yes. I was taking my time to take it topic by topic, and I kept practicing. I can't really explain how I'm feeling already, because any work I'm going into, I'll beat my chest and say, Omo, I am just going there to represent you. I've not been working for the past 10 years. I just left. Yeah, though I've been doing different courses, but then you said something about doing clarity. It's not about certification. It's about the skill and being able to defend the certificate you've had. I've always wanted the certification, and I was not really doing so much in enhancing my skill and mastering the skill. But then this time around, I don't care about the certification, not even the assignment. But then I want to, like, anywhere I am, without anything, I can stand so well. And I want to tell everybody here that if I can, definitely you too can. And we are in this together, and we'll get it all. Just have a change of mindset and keep pushing. Thank you very much, everybody. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Gabriela Chioma. And I like that, as in, you don't know how much that, like, I'm looking at the comment section and I'm seeing people saying it's not about certification and everything like that. Like, I had to keep saying that narrative all the time. Not because certification is a bad thing. I never say things like certification is, I said no, right? I said, but it shouldn't be your first point of call. You've been in a profession, you are doing it, now you are looking to progress in that thing. I said, okay, let me go and do a PMP for certification kind of thing. Yes, that, like, it's like, in 2019, Mrs. Ibukwawashika said something, probably because she's my mentor, right? And she said, I believe anyone that is going on an MBA without first running a business is wasting their time, that she feels like a higher degree is what you should do. Like, you are running a business, you've gotten to that point where you're trying to scale and you need more knowledge to run, then you go for an MBA. Not getting an MBA without running like, why do you need a master's in business administration without running a business? Like, really? But the truth is, many people just feel like it is, let me be getting it and be piling it and be piling it. And I'm like, to what end? Like, knowledge should be acquired so that you can implement the knowledge, not acquire so that you can show the knowledge. It is just a waste of time when you have them. But that is how we've been trained in Africa. And I know I had to do a lot of work a lot of work I did was maybe in the first module of this program for a mindset reorientation. I said, because if your mindset does not change, you will keep feeling like what is not making you get the opportunities you desire is the lack of certification, in quotes. And that's why many people get really disappointed when they go for a second degree, they go for a master's, they go for all those things. And bro, they come out and they don't still see anything. So they're like, but I've done what I'm supposed to. I said, you didn't do what you were supposed to do because you did not first ask, what does my employer need? Not what does society need me to have in terms of just certifications. So I'm glad that I now have a room that is over 100 people right now, that their mindset has moved away from let's keep backing this certification for certification, and I ask to what end? As in, to what end? So the last but not the least is Adiola GBK. So unmute 1 minute, and then I go back to my slides and walk you through what you need to do in your projects.
Okay, good afternoon, ma. Thank you for the opportunity you have given to us. And I will not want to flood over what other people have been saying, but I want to encourage everyone to take their time to go through the course. I see in the interaction group, I can't do this, I can't. Just take your time. Follow it step by step. Go back again and again. I think we should not be anxious over our assignment, to submit our assignments, to get through done our assignment. I think that is not the real aim. We ought to know what the course is all about, to internalize it.
Is it just me that can't hear her? I've lost her.
And just be cool with it. And to say about
I can hear you now.
Okay, ma. I want to say about the group work. Some of us have not been paired into group. I believe that will be sorted out. Then I want to ask, for the group, do we have a deadline for the project execution? Since some of us don't belong to any group, so how do we know our deadline? And that will be all for now. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Adiola Ajibike, for managing your time and everything. And you see that point, I was going to address it in this meeting before we're going to break our session. Because I see a lot of people are anxious. Do you know there's a reason why I did not use the graded method on this program? Like, your assignment is like, the way your assignments, if you notice, your assessor just writes like something like sin, when there are some assignments you submit when you're in primary school that they did not write 4/10 or 10/10 or anything like that. It's simply like they will say sin, well done, very good, or something like that. There is a reason I use this method on this program, because we are already very competitive as Africans. You want to get a 74, a 94, this thing, like that is the whole essence of this. That is not the essence of this program. The essence of this program is for you to acquire the skills, not to say, oh, I got the best in that in Google One, whereas you getting the best does not interpret to you having the skill. There is a reason, like the assessor just like, let me say, looks at it and say, okay, this person, it is when you don't do well, like let me say, when you did not do it right, that the assessor can tell you that, oh, this thing, oh, you did not do it right, go and redo it. But once you do it, they just say, okay, nice, sing, things like that. Why? The graded method we've used in Africa for the longest time just raises unnecessary competition without actual acquisition of knowledge. So if you're on this program and your target has been, I want to submit, and you are not internalizing it, you are wasting, like you are defeating the purpose of me creating this program, right? You are defeating it, because truth be told, there's no assessment on your certificate to say you got a distinction or a whatever. There's nothing like that on this program. So we putting assignment and checks into it. I don't even call it assignment, it's quiz. We putting quiz, right? Is so that we are sure that you are, because the truth is many people don't do well when they study alone. But when they have deadlines, they say, okay, this now have to finish at the particular time. They will create time for it than them not just saying, okay, I can do eternity and things like that. People do well with deadlines. Say, okay, in the next few days, I have to have learned this so I can do this. But if you know that your pace of learning, you cannot, absolutely cannot, please rewatch the video as many times as you can. Ignore the assignment if you want to. Just make sure the main purpose. There's something they say in my language. I say, what's that? This thing that basically the interpretation of it is like, you at the end of the day, you are on your own. Your classmate you are trying to rush with, that is always saying, I finish assignment first, it's not going to be in that interview with you to get that job. It's not going to be in that space with you to defend what you know. The idea of this is to ensure that you know what you're doing. Please, everyone in this room, because again, I see those things on the interaction channel. Where is it? And the video is on the program, but somebody will be asking how they are supposed to open an email when the video is on the program. Why? They are trying to rush because they see their classmates. I'm sure all of you can attest to it. There is absolutely nothing I've asked you to do on that program that we did not have the video first. Like the video is not on the program. So if you are not watching the video, but you are agitated every day, oh, my 30 something that I paid, is that how it's going to waste? Is that how? And I just like, look, you need to calm down, right? If you are attributing your value to what, as in value and money every time, you will not learn. Because you are constantly saying, is that like you are not thinking about the value, like how you need to learn. You are only thinking about, oh, this is not, look, knowledge is not a transactional business. If it was, this program can be less than 500K. Like, let's be honest with ourselves, right? As in somebody was asking me, GOP, this thing or this thing, that is it, as in GOP must be more in terms of the number of lessons must be more. And I said GOP's number of lessons is even lesser. Like, as in, so if you are thinking it's because, as in this one, I have 70 plus lessons on this program and they are all useful. Every lesson is a hit, right? But we all know that, as in, sometimes it is not everything we put the actual price of what we are tasting. So please, I'm going to repeat it. Pace yourself. You have 1 year of access to the online course. Pace yourself. Pace yourself, because I'm sure to thyself be true. To thyself be true. Be true to yourself. Are you just Netflixing on my program? As in, when I say Netflixing, like, and and you did not internalize the knowledge. I'm glad that the last person that spoke is actually this lady, because like she read my mind on what I wanted to address before we go into this thing. Because what happens is when we go into this breakout room, we are going to go right now, right? Is people that have not gone through the course, they will now go into the breakout room and start making, like, they are quiet in the breakout room. Why? They would be feeling like some people have a upper hand on them because they don't understand what is going on in this particular thing that we're going to do right now. And I'm like, do you realize that by the time you come for the next live project in 2 weeks, most likely that thing that we are doing today, you would already understand it. The only difference is probably because you're a bit behind schedule. You now start to beat you and say, oh, this, I don't even want to do again. And I said, we are not children. An average person on this program is probably above 15. Do you understand? We can't be sulking and be saying, oh, I did not do this thing. I did not do this thing. Pick the project up when you finally get there. Pick it and do it on your own. It is fine. So far, you are able to defend it. When you finally need to defend it at an interview, at a whatever, then you have achieved your aim. Please, please, please. Throw anxiety out of the window. I am this. Calm yourself and pace yourself. Right? Calm yourself and pace yourself. There's no 100 over 100 on this program. Right? There's no 100 over 100 on this program. So try to discard the regular school ideology of 57, 87, 89, 93. Discard it. This program was not designed that way. Okay? So now that we have all that sorted, this particular thing is going to take us 1 hour, 15 minutes to do. Yes, and Aisha, we are going to need a total of 8 breakout rooms. We are not going to the breakout rooms. I'm going to explain, but I want you to start clicking on the breakout room and automatically do 8 breakout rooms. When I tell you to open the breakout room, open the breakout room, but you can already assign, like, click on the number of rooms, 8 breakout rooms. Then we are going to assign, and then When I say open the breakout room, you open it. So the first next slide, let's go to the task explanation and clarification before the breakout room. Aisha, please next slide so that I can go through this thing. And please, you already know, I don't give ABC kind of assignments. It is a case scenario. So now, what's the scenario? The management of ITA organization has decided to organize a physical end-of-year review for its hybrid team of 20 members. As I'm reading this scenario, Aisha or Esther, I'm not certain, would have sent it to your Telegram group, right, for you to look at, so that you can have a copy of it as a PDF, right? Aisha will send it to your Telegram group, or Esther, I'm not certain, one of them. Now, the management of ITA organization has decided to organize a physical end-of-year review for its hybrid team of 20. Please note that when they give you a case scenario, always, if I were you, I would say, what is the importance of saying hybrid? Why did I say hybrid team? You should know that some of them work on site, some of them work online, right? Now, the retreat aims to discuss and align on 2025 company goals and objectives. They also need to foster team building and collaboration through interactive activities, and they need to provide an opportunity for the team members to connect in person. That's why they are having these retreats. Of course, discuss the organization goals, foster collaboration amongst the team members, and an opportunity for the people to connect in person because they work hybrid. Now, next slide. This is the case scenario. Now, next slide. What do you need to do to achieve this? Now, the first problem now is the fact that they are trying to decide on a date for this particular retreat, right? They want to decide on a date. And they have two possible dates that they organize, as in maybe the management has said, okay, those are the two dates we are looking at. Now, the first date is December 14. The second date is December 28. They also have another challenge. They are trying to decide on the resorts they will use, whether it is Ocean View Oasis Resort, Golden Peak Resort, or Lakeside Haven Resort. They are trying to decide on that as well. So what are the two major things they need to decide on right now? Dates and resorts. Next slide. Now, what are you going to go and do in your breakout rooms for 1 hour, 15 minutes? Remember that this team works remotely. I mean, rather, some work remotely and on-site. So what it means is some of them may still not be able to make it. For instance, on my team right now, some of us are not even in Nigeria, like some of my team members are not in Nigeria. And what it means is for that retreat, even if some of them may not be physically present, we still need to ensure that they are included. So which is why I said, pay attention to the keywords. So for this particular scenario, we are going to need to create a meeting link for the virtual brainstorming session of this retreat. Remember that what is one of the goals of this retreat? To discuss the company goal for 2025. So it means that at the retreat, the virtual team members need to join that brainstorming session and actually brainstorm. So they will need a Zoom link. Now, before what they will even need on the major retreat day, remember that there are two major things that they need to decide on. They need to decide on the dates and they need to decide on the venue, right? And there are 20 people on this team. So what's the best approach to deciding? If this was your organization, what will you do? We will need you to create a Google form and ask your team members to fill it. Now, when you go into the breakout room, please note, you need to have a means of communicating with one another. Why am I saying that? You will soon find out. So here is the thing. If you're about 10 people in your breakout room, everybody, please go back to the previous slide. Okay, thank you. Now, everybody still needs to contribute and vote. You need to vote. You cannot use mouths to vote. We need a Google form. So on that Google form, in your breakout room, please, as fast as you can, once you enter your breakout room, I'll go back to what we are checking. What are we checking in this activity? We are checking your ability to work collaboratively in a team. Like in your breakout room right now, there are going to be about 12 people. So if you are going to have to work collaboratively on a team, one of the best approach to work collaboratively on a team is to have a self-appointed leader quickly, like somebody who takes the lead and allocates responsibility to people and say, or who just says, not even allocate, someone just says, my name is XYZ, we need to create a Google form, we need to create a Zoom link, we need to create Canva, we need to create Slack, we need to do this thing. Who would like to create a Slack once that, somebody needs to coordinate, because again, we are checking your ability to coordinate, to work remotely and collaboratively without shouting over one another, and deliver to time. We are checking your time management, right? And of course, your ability to think through the task and ensure that what you are coming back to present to us is good. Which is why I've pointed out some things to you right now. That why do we even need a Zoom link? It is because we need to have people in that IT organization join their retreat virtually. But before they even have a retreat, they need to decide on date and time. So make sure your Google Sheet has all the information you're supposed to have, most essentially the 3 options of the venue and the 2 options of the date, so people can vote. Now, you also need to create a flyer. What is supposed to be contained on the flyer of that event? When I say the flyer of the event, of course, whatever it is you people decide to name your retreats. Remember that the ITA, it is the name of the organization is ITA. ITA this thing. So whatever it is you need to name it, like let me say ITA end of year, whatever. Create a good flyer for your company retreat. Now, on that flyer, there must be a location and there must be a date. Now, here's the beautiful thing about the flyer. The flyer should be in that. You see that location part on your flyer, that location, like where you let's say your location is Ocean Resort or whatever it is you people decide based on what you voted on your Google form. That location should also, location will not be 2. Location will now be, let's say, whatever ocean something, whatever resource you people decide on based on your Google voting. And the other location will now be what? Zoom, because you have a virtual thing. So you have 2 different locations. Now that Zoom other location should be hyperlinked on Canva. It should be what? Hyperlinked, meaning that you see that flyer you are creating, when you send it as a PDF to, let's say, your team members in quotes, they should be able to click on that PDF that you send to them on Slack and get right into your Zoom meeting. Please note that your Zoom meeting, I know you're using probably a free version, that's fine. I just need to ensure that you people are able to create a Zoom meeting and hyperlink it on Canva in this particular project, right? So your 40-minute Zoom meeting is fine, doesn't have to be 1 hour, 40 minutes is fine, do you understand? Just make sure you create a Zoom link, hyperlink that thing, that your flyer. Now, that your flyer, you will now put it on a presentation. Please note, I did not say we have taught you how to use Google PPT and also Canva. My default, as you can see, I'm currently using Canva presentation. My default is always Canva. I like it. Do you understand? But then we understand that some people will say, oh, let's use this thing. Please do not fight over whether you're using Canva or this thing. Just choose the most appropriate presentation. So when you come here, here is what is going to be on your Canva presentation as a team. Somebody will present it. You are going to have 6 slides. You're going to have what? 6 slides on your PowerPoint presentation or whether it is Canva or Google. You're going to have 6 slides. On the cover slide is going to be the name. Whether it's, what's it called? Like whatever it is you people name your retreat, like that's the cover. Now, the second slide of your PowerPoint presentation is going to be, you see that your Google form that you filled. When you fill the Google form, there will be an image of a pie chart or a bar chart, depending on how many you are in your team. I don't know. It may come out as a pie chart or a bar chart, but it doesn't matter. Whatever chart your information is, right? Rather, that's the 3rd slide. The 2nd slide, as in the 1st slide, is your thing, like your retreat flyer and everything. 2nd slide is going to be your team member. Now, everybody that is working with you in the breakout room, Their picture and their name, the people that worked on it should be on that second slide. Now, this is always the most difficult for people. Why? Because team members will refuse to send their this thing. So the ideal thing to do as you are entering your breakout room is for somebody to create a Slack channel. Create Slack and tell everybody in your group to drop their email so that you invite them. Their academic email is fine. As you are entering, if you are the person taking on that responsibility in your breakout room, as you say, oh, I will be the one to create Slack. Because why? The person that will design the presentation, whether it's the Canva presentation or the Google presentation, cannot finish that design until people have dropped their images. Because on the second slide, you are going to have, even if you are 12 in your room, you're going to have 6 up, 6 down, whatever it is you arrange on that slide. Small pictures of people that are working on that thing with their name right under their picture, right? So how do you get the pictures of your team member in this breakout room? My ideal channel is Slack. If you feel there's any other, you want to create any other destination, but you need to create a communication channel that you are going to receive people's pictures from, and you're going to put it on that presentation in your breakout room. So when you come back here to present to us, I can see your team member, their name, and their picture. Fantastic. Now, the third slide will now be, you people voted, Abi, you voted. Whatever voting you did, you see that chart, whether it is bar chart or pie chart, you put it on that third slide. I don't want to hear we use mouths to vote. You know, I taught you how to do analysis of an Excel sheet, as in Google Sheets. When people vote, you go to the Excel sheet, you see the chart there. You see that voting, the 2 things you voted on, whether it is you voted on the date and the time, those 2 charts, put it on the third slide. Now, you see your Canva, whatever, your Canva design, your retreat flyer, the flyer that you're going to present, that you're going to whether send to your colleague. Whatever image size you put, please put it on the 4th slide and make sure that like all the details are on that flyer. Now, on the 5th slide, I want you to drop 2 things there. The link to your Zoom meeting that you created in this session that you're going to have on that 14th, that Zoom invitation, copy it, put it as a text on that thing. Then you also drop me the color code of your flyer. So I would advise everybody to use blue and pink for their flyer. Now you can choose your whatever shade of blue, whatever shade of pink, rose pink, dark pink, yellow, whatever. But you must tell me the color code of your flyer. So I would expect that we will use one very dark. I don't want to hear dark blue. The color code of your flyer, you know, your flyer was in the previous slide, right? The color code of your flyer, you will put it there. Ash 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever it is your color code is, you will now put it. Blue, you put the color code under as a written thing. Pink color code, this one. Do you understand? So no 2 rooms we have the same color code. You all of you can use the same blue and pink, as in when I say in terms of blue and pink, but your color code of your flyers will be different because it's not possible that you people have the same color code. So that is what I'm going to say now. And of course, the last slide is thank you. So 6 slides. Slide 1 is like your presentation cover. Slide 2 is where you're introducing your team, right? Your team. Everybody must drop their this thing. Slide 3 is where you are doing what? You are giving me your charts, like your charts where you know how you voted after you created the Google form. Slide 4 is where you are giving me the whatever flyer you're using for your retreat. Put it there with all the information that's supposed to be the name of the retreat, the location, the dates must be on that flyer. Slide 5 is where you are giving me 2 things as text: the invitation of your Zoom meeting and the color code of your flyer. Slide 6 is thank you. You have 1 hour, 15 minutes to do this particular thing. Aisha is going to open the breakout room in about this thing. Please note what you are coming to present. You will need more things. So in that room, here is what if you are like, as you are entering the room, let one person be creating Zoom link. Let one person be creating Google form. And please, 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 what I have seen really cause problem for people. The person that has a link to the Google form and the person that is creating the PowerPoint presentation that you're going to bring to me make sure that you make the link open to anyone. How do I mean? If you are creating PowerPoint presentation on Canva, as you start it in your room, make sure that the link of that PowerPoint presentation, you make it that anyone can edit and send it to your group member. Why am I saying it? So just in case you are running late, all your group member can access it. The one that wants to start maybe doing the team slide will be doing it. The one that wants to start doing this thing will be doing it. Make it accessible. And number two, I have seen teams that did an amazing job in their breakout room. But because the person that is doing the Canva slide or the Google slide or the whatever slide, somehow network threw them out. And they were the only one that had access. As at when we closed the breakout room, they couldn't present. How many minutes do you have to present when you come back? We are very strict on number of minutes of presenting. 3 minutes maximum. 3 minutes maximum. 3 minutes you must be done. So you must put your house in order. That is a 6 slide. That means per slide cannot be more than 30 seconds. 3 minutes. I don't want to hear who is sharing. If whoever it is that is get 2 people ready to present in your group. So in case one person is not starting the presentation early, the other person. And please, this is a workshop. You should have come to this workshop with your laptop. This is not a come and hear me motivate you kind of stuff. It is a workshop. It's a project workshop. So please get into your breakout room in the next. Aisha, please open the breakout room now. Aisha has put the PDF of this presentation in your Telegram group. I believe I've explained what I am demanding from you. And think through all the things you need to do. The Google form, the Canva design of the flyer, the Canva presentation you're going to come and present to us, the Slack you need to open, think through everything, do division of labor, manage your time well, and come back and break a leg. Wish everybody good luck. Please, last slide. Esther Adepoju, please go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe I missed that. The part where they will send their reservation to Skilled for Work Academy.
Oh, I think, yeah. Please go back to the previous slide. That's number 3. So please, for your team, you need to draft an email to the selected resource center to request reservation and amenities. So when you people decide on, like the moment you people vote on your Google form and you decide on the result, like the result have come in, let's say there are 12 people in your room and there are 8 people that went with something Ocean Resorts, 4 people that means you are going with Ocean Resorts. Someone on your team needs to send an email to Skilled for Work Africa. What did I call it? Skilled for Work Africa at gmail.com. Skilled for Work Africa at gmail.com. That Skilled for Work Africa at gmail.com, you will send an email like we right now, Skilled for Work at gmail.com. Esther will be waiting for those emails. Your team needs to send an email to reserve that resource. So we want you to type a very nice email and say reservation of this thing. Whatever date you people choose, let's say it is 14th you choose or 28th of December, your Google form would have said so. So it means one person on your team needs to be ready to get the result of that Gmail and send an email. My advice, even before that voting is done, whoever is in charge of typing that email should already start drafting that email to do reservation. Start drafting the email to do reservation. So that the moment they just finish design and say, tell you it is 14th, or it is 28th, or it is Ocean View, it is this thing, you will just plug the missing part of it. Send an email to skilledforworkafrica@gmail.com to reserve that result. So your deliverables are what? That slide and that email. Thank you very much, Esther, for reminding me. I don't know how I jumped that number 3 thing. So please, 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 everyone, Aisha, go into the breakout, open the breakout room. We should have 8 breakout rooms. And 1 hour, 15 minutes, that is by 12, top of, in 1 hour, 15 minutes, we'll be back. That's about 5, that'll be 5:30, yeah. By 5:30 West African time, we'll be back for 1 hour, 15 minutes. So Aisha, open the breakout room automatically so everybody can go into their breakout room. Aisha, have you assigned the breakout rooms to everyone? So please, if you can see a pop-up of Aisha, click on open breakout room if you have not. Aisha, okay, people have started going, great. I can see everybody's going to their breakout room. Okay, and if you're watching us online on YouTube, this is the Workplace Foundational Skills Program where we teach literate Africans workplace skills, workplace digital skills, and help them also achieve clarity about their career. And this is the first live workshop where we are testing all the things we've taught them across 3 weeks. We are going to be testing time management, collaborative work skills, ability to lead, ability to coordinate, ability to think, as in think through case study scenarios and actually give us good presentations and all. So in 1 hour, 15 minutes, we will be back to look at what they have been able to do, and then we are going to this thing. So yeah, please everybody go into your breakout rooms. You need to go, if you are still in this room, you need to go into your breakout room. I'm going to be going off screen right now. In fact, we're going to be pausing, as in stopping the live transmission on YouTube. Then we're going to have a part 2 of the live transmission once we return back from the breakout room, because we have 1 hour, 15 minutes. There's nothing we are doing here. If you are seeing this general room, I'm going to leave you in the hands of Esther and Aisha, because I'm going to go off screen. We are going to moderate you now and after when you come back for presentation. So thank you very much, everybody. If you are still here, join your breakout room. There will be a pop-up breakout room on your screen. Aisha, I assume that if there are people that are just joining this meeting, please assign them. Yeah. Esther, are you still here? Esther? Everyone was automatically assigned to a breakout room. Something would have popped up on your screen. Aisha, did you automatically assign people to breakout room, or you're allowing them choose?
It's automatically.
Huh?
They were automatically assigned to breakout room.
People are saying they didn't see nothing popped up for breakout room on their screen, so I don't know what's up. Is it people that are just coming into the room? Because if you were in the room when she opened, people are saying they can't see any breakout room.
I'm already assigning. There are 33 people that are on our side. I'm already assigning them.
Someone said, Precious said she's been told to wait to be assigned. There are 52 people in this room. That's a lot.
We have like 31 people that are on our side. We are doing that manually.
Aisha, how come people are unassigned?
How did they join us down?
Then assign them to all. Start assigning them 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. There are 8 breakout rooms, right? If there are about 30 people that are unassigned, just put 4, 4, 4, 4, 4 in all those breakout rooms.
I'm doing that already.
Okay. Okay, Moina, Aisha, I'm going to leave you to this thing. Aisha, you can stop streaming, then you start streaming again when the breakout room is when they come back. So we always have a part 1 and part 2 of this. So you can just stop if you are still streaming live.